When you open yourself up to doing things you've never done before, saying things you've never said before, being someone you've never been before, that is how you are able to experience things you've never experienced before. Hey y'all, it's Chimdi. Welcome to the beginning of a beautiful adventure of me sending videos to you all every day, not counting Sundays, of November. I'm really excited for this. I want to start this video by talking about challenges and why we even challenge ourselves and what's the point and why am I challenging myself to do this series. No one's making me do this. Nobody is like, Chimdi, we want a video every day, not including Sundays because we respect your Sabbath. No one's like that. Y'all are real nice. I love and appreciate you all. I took it upon myself and I want to unpack all of my thinking, all of my random thoughts. I got a page of just loose notes. Before we get into it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments how you feel about challenging yourself. Do you do it? Do you avoid it? Do you choose comfort? Do you choose courage? Do you choose fear? Do you choose hope? Do you choose love? I'm gonna stop asking questions and let's go ahead and get this video started. There are so many genesises for this challenge. One of the straightforward ones was like, I wanna give myself and my channel more chances to blow up. A single video can really propel your channel beyond your wildest imagination. I 3 times the size of my channel with just that video series about quitting my job. Before that, I had a really hit video around closing my gap. I know the power of one hit video. So I was like, if I make 30 videos, a little bit less because I'm not including the Sabbath, if I made that many videos, there's a really good chance that at least one of them's gotta pop off, right? And that'll like help my channel grow. And then I realized that's not a good enough reason, all right? I was on an alumni call for the Adobe Creator Camp. It's available to everyone now, y'all, if you wanna sign up, link in the bio. Alumni call with Halise, who is one of the dope creative residents. We were talking about the why. I told her that I was gonna be doing this video challenge and I was asking for any advice she had and she was like, just make sure you know your why. Is the point to be creative? And if you are working on something, even if you don't get a video out that day, that is still you being creative, so you've met your goal. And so I had to really sit back and think like, okay, what is my why? And I realized that the motivation of just growing my channel wouldn't be enough. What's the point of having a big channel? That's a means to an end. And I realized that already in my current channel size, I already make really cool videos. I already get to interact with you all, you dope community of people. Like you leave me amazing comments, we go back and forth. It's like my favorite thing. If my channel grew and got bigger, it would only make it harder for me to do one of the things that I really love, which is engaging with you all. Okay, Chimdi, what is your why? And I got a handful of different reasons, all right? The number one reason is the challenge of it. I've always wanted to do a series like this. I wanted to do Vlogmas, but fear. I didn't do it because of that. There's one YouTuber who does Youtober, so she does like a video every day in October, and I was always so impressed with just like the management and the organization and focus and the discipline that would be required to pull something like that off. Like I always was like, I think I got what it takes. I did like a small version of this back in 2016, I think. No, 2017 maybe, when Black Panther came out, and I wanted to do 16 days of Black Panther because I started it February 1st and I wanted it to be a video every day related to Black Panther until it came out on the 16th. I got to 12 videos, which is not bad for someone who had never, like literally had just gotten to the point of making videos weekly. To do 12 videos in like a couple of weeks, I think is pretty good. Currently, many of those videos are hidden. I have hidden them from you all. One of the videos I actually want to make for you all is talking about some of the videos that I've hidden from you all and just making a whole video full of B-roll of videos that you cannot watch and that I will not release. So I think that could be fun. So I've tried it before and I totally beat myself up for falling short. I was like, you couldn't do it. You said 16 days of Black Panther and you only gave us 12 days of Black Panther. This ain't Christmas. We're not doing 12 days of Christmas. This is Black Panther. And so truly never attempted it again until now. And I just have complete faith in my ability to do this. You know, like I genuinely think, I know I'm gonna figure some stuff out and there might be some close calls and we might do a few more lives that I'm originally planning because I maybe won't have all my editing done when I'm supposed to. And literally my hard drive is running out of space. So I have to figure out that situation before we get too far. I think I literally have enough space on my hard drive for like 4 more videos. So we'll have to figure that out. But I know I can do it. But to know you can do something is only proven in the doing of it. So I must actually do it to like agree with myself, like, yeah girl, you said you could do it and you was effing right. I'm trying to curse less because every time I curse, I gotta put the little thingamajiggy on the AdSense that says cursing, which limits the amount of ads I can get, and we're trying to make this money. See, this is how they censor us. Another one of the reasons why I'm doing it is because with so many more videos, I have so many more chances to do really creative things. There are so many like random fun ideas I have for videos, but I feel like the stakes, they're not that high, but I feel like they're a little bit high if I make it one of my like videos of the week. So one idea I have that's like super random and unrelated to anything on my channel is I want to do a Zumba video, because I've been watching so much Zumba on YouTube. It's literally giving me life itself. Zumba Sulu, one of my favorites. I'm also really enjoying Pop Fitness right now, and I love those videos so much, and I want to just take a stab at making my own. I know this is not a Zumba channel, but I think y'all would rock with me dancing for 20 minutes. You would have a good time, all right? I would use only royalty-free music. Like, it would be a good time. And that's the kind of thing that it's easy to not do because it's all artificial, but it feels like it's high stakes. People could be like, literally, why are you doing this? This is not why we watch your videos. And instead, because I'm gonna be creating so much content, if it doesn't pop off, that's okay, you know? It's in the mix now. So I just wanna give myself the room and create the constraint where I have to be more creative and push myself beyond my comfort zone of the kinds of videos I'm comfortable making. I also wanna try new things creatively in my videos. I feel like my videos have a pretty similar kind of format. It's usually me on here talking to you all. Depending on my energy level, I give y'all a lot of B-roll or none at all. We do some titles, we throw some words up on the screen, we call it a day. And there's so many creative ways to make YouTube videos, and I wanna just give myself permission to experiment with them. No one is gonna tell me no if I were to try this outside of this challenge, but we assume as creators, I think some of us assume that our audience expects a certain thing, and if we don't give it to them, we will be punished. And so it feels good to create a structure where I'm like,
hey y'all, in this month, I can do whatever I want.
Okay? And by following my channel, you agree to be cool with me doing whatever it is that I happen to be doing for this month, all right? And I know that for the most part, dang, I was gonna say for the most part y'all are great, which means some of y'all ain't so great, but no, all of y'all are great. So I know y'all would not come at me like that if I did try new stuff on the channel. It is a thing that we kind of get in our head as creatives, and we get scared to take risks, especially as our audiences grow. So I'm excited to give myself this chance, and I think we'll see how it goes, but if it goes really well, it could end up being like a regular time for me to like step back, refresh, inject new energy and life and creativity in my work and see which stuff really sticks and see, you know, which stuff was just, I needed to get it out of my system, you know? The other thing I'm really excited about doing is showcasing more of you all in my community. Already in our comment section, we be getting into it, and I love that for us, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I did with my 10,000 subscriber video is I actually showcased a bunch of you all who are YouTubers and included clips from your videos in my own that really resonated with you all, and you all really appreciated that. And so I was like, what are some additional ways that I can keep pouring love on you all, my community? Because that's kind of like the ethos of my life and thus of my channel, is one of pouring love, because we only get what we give. So the more I pour love, the more I receive love, and all I want is love. So I'm just like, what are some dope ways that I can pour more love on you all? And one of the ways I've come up with is called This Week in the Comment Section. So what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm thinking every Friday. I'm like, girl, don't make promises you can't keep. Every weekend, I am going to create a video that's just me like reflecting on some of the dope comments, in addition to actually commenting on them, right? I'm actually gonna like make a video that's just focused on responding to the stuff in the comments, possibly getting some great B-roll from you all's channel, you know, just having it be this like space of just love and community and gathering. Because we're all creators, we're all doing our best, we all know what it means to get support, to get comments on our videos, to have people engage with us. It's so great, and so I want to give a chance. That's also an incentive for you all to comment on my videos, but also a way for me to just pour love and elevate you all. I'm really excited about that one. I think that's also one that I put out 2 videos a week, you know, up to this point, and so I wouldn't necessarily want to make one video every week that was just that and not me like creating fresh content for you all. So I was like, I don't know how I would incorporate that in my like regular cycle, but I think by testing it out in this month period, I can see, because I think it could end up being just like, maybe it's like once a month instead of once every week, right? Because I think it could be a really fun and dope video. and it'd be like fun to like be watching and seeing if you're gonna be like mentioned in it and stuff. So that's one of the ideas that I'm also really excited about. One of the other reasons that I'm challenging myself in this way comes from Eckhart Tolle. He talks about in A New Earth the idea of when you have creative constraints that's mixed with enthusiasm, which means like in Theos, so in God. So when you've got like the Holy Spirit and you've got the Lord mixed with these like creative constraints, that's when really beautiful things can happen. And I think creating this structure for myself and channeling all of this energy in this certain way is gonna allow for some really dope stuff to bloom that wouldn't have bloomed otherwise if it weren't for this structure. And another book that gave me inspiration was Joe Dispenza's Becoming Supernatural. He talks about the unknown, and specifically one of my favorite quotes he has is, "The unknown has never let me down." And so often in life we are so busy thinking about our past that we end up recreating it into our future. So we don't even really have a real future, it's just the past repeated. And so when we bring ourselves to this moment and we realize that actually there's so much that can happen and we just sit in the not knowing of it and the unknown, that's when some really dope stuff can come into our life. When you open yourself up to doing things you've never done before, saying things you've never said before, being someone you've never been before, that is how you are able to experience things you've never experienced before. And so I know I've never done this before. I've never set this challenge for myself. I've never given this constraint on myself. I've never promised and committed to myself and to you all that I would create this much content. I have literally no idea what's gonna happen. I have a sense we're gonna put out videos. We're gonna have a good time, right? So I have a sense, but actually anything could happen. And I love the idea of like being in the before of like what is literally about to happen this month. Could be nothing, but it could be crazy. And I'm really excited because I have the feeling it's gonna be a little bit closer to the latter. Another thing that really motivated me is actually Light Watkins' daily newsletter. So my friend sent me a podcast that he was on because he just put out a book that really came from him doing this daily newsletter and him kind of grabbing the best ones and turning it into this book. He had this idea and he had about 15 days worth of ideas. He didn't know what he was gonna do after that, but he was just like, let me just commit to it and we're gonna figure it out. And what happened is he like started the newsletter and around day 15, he basically ran out of ideas, but he found that every single day he would come up with something to talk about. Like he would always figure out something. It would come like literally right before the newsletter was set to go out, he would come up with something to say. And I absolutely love that. And I love the idea of that divine inspiration and just like, if you are just demanding of the world, like, God, you're gonna need an idea. So I'm gonna just sit here. I know you got all the ideas. So let me just sit back and wait and you're gonna hand me an idea, right? And I just love that idea, and I love that idea of doing that like 30 days in a row. I already did some brainstorming, so I have ideas ready to go, but I've only actually brainstormed about 15 or so ideas because I was like, I want to leave room for God to give me divine inspiration of things that I hadn't even imagined and things that are going to be informed by this process of creating this much and all the experiences that I'm going to have over the next couple of weeks. So I just went to like give room for that. And in my own experience, when I started making videos twice a week instead of once a week, I very quickly was running out of things to talk about and say. But I always found that because I was committed, something always was created. And it ended up being stuff I liked. Usually I was like, I'm into this, you know? So I'm just really excited to see like what just kind of springs forth that even I right now couldn't have imagined that I would make a whole video on that topic. So I finally finished reading Untethered Soul, which means we are finally going to have that book club, all right? I promise, I wasn't just running my mouth, we're really about to do it. So I finished reading the book, and one of my favorite quotes from the book, I wrote it down here: "The only thing to get from life is the growth that comes from experiencing it." So when I think about what I want from my YouTube channel, what I want from the world, what I want from my creativity, etc., all of it is fleeting. All of it is external, and none of it is stuff that is separate from what I can just generate internally, right? Love, joy, peace, excitement, fulfillment, all of these things are internal. YouTube can't give me any of that, you know? Videos, subscribers, comments, likes, they're all amazing and I love you all, and it's seriously like such an honor to hold space for you all and be here with you all. But you all can't give me what I need. I give myself what I need. God gives me what I need. And so when I look at life, the only thing that life can really give me is growth. It's just more, right? It's just experience. And I know this is a way of experiencing something I've never done before. I've been on YouTube for almost 5 years. I have made a lot of videos. I've had a lot of dope creative experiences, and it's very easy to fall into a rut of doing the same thing again and again, of finding a formula, sticking to it, and doing it every week. And I've seen so many creators allow themselves to get stuck doing that and get really burnt out, get tired, and then abandon the platform and leave it forever. And their subscribers are just leaving comments in their last video like, "We miss you, we love you, waiting for you to come back from the war." I love you all so much, and I would hate to abandon you all just like that because of how the experience of being on YouTube just got to me. And I know doing things like this, like giving myself creative challenges, pushing myself to do new stuff, giving myself the permission and the freedom to be myself and not be any version of the persona of Chimdi that I have created on here, that is what's gonna allow me to keep being excited to come here every week and to make videos for you all. And the final thing I'll share is from Sorella Moore. She's a super dope YouTuber, and she actually made a Skillshare course that was all around YouTube and growing on the platform. And one thing she talked about is that because YouTube is kind of this like endless journey, you never really stop doing YouTube, it can be really helpful to think of your time on YouTube in terms of sprints. So you have like a section of the year where you're really going hard and creating a lot, and then you have another time of the year where you're really kind of chilling. And so I saw that it was actually because of Creator Camp, because they gave us a Skillshare membership. So I was able to watch that over the summer, and I was like, all right, I really like the idea of like sprinting from the summer through the end of the year, and then being able to kind of like chill back and like see what came of that and like readjust as necessary. So I'm also thinking of this November as like one of the sprints, you know, and then I'll do a lot of creating, chill. I'll still upload, but just like not obviously 30 times a month in December, but then I can just kind of just like see what I learned from this experience and really be intentional going forward into 2022. I've got some really dope things that I'm working on and creating and like trying to put out into the world for you all, and I'm very excited to see where it leads us together. You know, it's gonna be fun. I am so excited you're along for the ride. I will see you tomorrow, which is crazy. I will see you tomorrow. We're gonna be back tomorrow, and let's keep this train going, all right? Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, if you've ever challenged yourself in this way, how you are currently challenging yourself. If there's a video you'd like to see this month, I'd be happy to think about making it. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.